Life Orientation, Lesson 11. Topic: Citizenship Education. Turn to Lesson 11 in the Learner's Workbook. This lesson includes a group activity with baseline assessment. Integration. This lesson integrates with real-life issues regarding personal and community well-being, see Lesson 12, as well as with the self-esteem and relationship issues you worked through in the previous lesson. Prior knowledge. You have worked through concepts relating to community service in grade 11. Lesson overview. In this lesson you will address social and/or environmental issues.
Hi, I'm Jill.
And I'm Sipho.
Sipho, have you made a contribution to your community?
Yes, I have. There's a couple of projects, community projects that I've been involved in. First of all, we did a project in Brown Fisher, and this project was aimed at doing a food garden project where we actually gave people skills in terms of planting your own food gardens, and this was people with physical challenges, people sitting on wheelchairs, and we lifted up, put it on tires where they could actually just be able to do it on themselves. And it was very, very good to just see how they all just participated and got involved in it. And the second one was just raising blankets, food, and just donating to orphans and so on. And that has been really, really great for me.
I can imagine quite rewarding.
Definitely, definitely. Being involved in community projects, it's really, really rewarding. And it's just to see people's faces when they smile, when they receive their presents, and it's the smallest things that they didn't even expect to get from us. Jill, what do you do for your community?
I do work in the prisons. We actually go in for a 6-week period, and we're part of a rehabilitative program. So the focus is building self-esteem, and the idea is that if we develop prisoners' self-esteem, they'll be able to take responsibility for themselves and for the decisions that they make. And I must say, for me, it's incredibly rewarding as well. You have an opportunity now in grade 12 to get involved in a community project and make a contribution. Learning Outcome 2 enables you to become actively involved in a community project that addresses a social or environmental issue.
The aim of Learning Outcome 2 citizenship education is that the learner is able to demonstrate an understanding and appreciation of the value and rights that underpin the Constitution in order to practice responsible citizenship and to enhance social justice and environmentally sustainable living.
In the next 2 lessons, you're going to be addressing a community project that looks at a social or environmental issue.
And you will also examine your own contribution to the community project.
You're also going to be making recommendations of your findings and possible ideas of improvements for the project.
So we're talking about Assessment Standard 1, which requires you to evaluate services offered by a community project on a contemporary social or environmental issue and evaluate on contribution to the project.
In grade 11, you participated in a community service project, but your focus was really on issues that harmed certain sectors of the community more than others.
And in grade 12, the focus is also different. You evaluate the project, you evaluate your own contribution to the project, and you give your own recommendations to the project.
I suppose your first step is understanding why you should get involved in a community project, and then gaining the motivation to make your selection and start.
Citizenship education aims to help us realize the South African Constitution by enabling us to become South Africans who care about our society, our environment, and a sustainable future for generations to come.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, thanks. How you doing?
I'm good.
Cool. I just got a message to call that place I was telling you about.
Which place?
You know, I saw that program on TV about the 2 kids who are growing up without parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just on the road from where we are, and I mean, they don't have any adult supervision at all. They've got some neighbours who come around once in a while, but you know, just to check on them. You know, and I watched that TV program and it made me feel really bad.
Jeez, it sounds like you're really touched by it. It's quite strange. I mean, they live right by us and I didn't even know about those kids.
Yeah, me neither until I saw that program. You know, and I wanted to do something to help, but I didn't know what, and then it hit me.
What?
Well, I thought what I have to offer and what the kids need, and I don't have any money, but I do have Saturday afternoons off, and I figured I'd volunteer to spend my Saturday afternoons with these kids.
Well, that's great. But what are you going to do with them?
Well, I have two ideas. Firstly, I thought we'd start a little vegetable patch, you know, and we'll plant spinach and cabbage and pumpkins, stuff that's hardy, you know, it's not expensive to plant and water. But, I mean, also they're gaining experience by doing that for themselves,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, that's pretty cool. And what about the other thing?
Oh, well, I like to play soccer, and I'm sure they like to play too. So I figured we'd, you know, play a bit of soccer, have some fun, get some exercise while we get to know each other.
Well, that sounds really cool. Would you like some company? I'd love to volunteer my time, something like that.
Yeah, they always need people to volunteer, but one thing is you have to commit to at least 1 day a week for 3 months, because otherwise these kids get dependent on you, and if you don't pitch, then it does more harm than good, you know.
Yeah, well, that's understandable. I mean, those kids have put up with enough disappointment in their lives. Look, I'm going to go home, speak to my mom, actually figure out how much time I have before I commit to anything, and then I'll come speak to you.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, in the meantime, I'm going to go and find someone who can sponsor some seeds for my little vegetable patch project.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
I'll see you around.
Remember, how you respond to the South African Constitution will impact on your life.
If you understand what issues face the world today, then it's so much more easier to get involved, and it's easier to get motivated to do a community project.
Yes, you're so right, Sipho, that there are many serious issues, social and environmental, that face people in the world today.
Many of these issues are linked to poverty and a lack of basic human rights.
Learning Channel offers an extensive educational collection ranging from grade 7 to 12 in alignment with the National Curriculum Statement. We offer DVD and workbook sets in a number of different subjects. To buy the Learning Channel series, check out our website on www.learn.co.za or call us on 011 639 0179.